Well, I do not exactly know how to start this video, as the lots and lots of thoughts are running in my head at this moment. But let's just start with a story. It will just set up the plot exactly I'm trying to convey. Suppose that you are one of the guys in school who has a great ambition, who has a knack of learning new things, who has a knack of trying new ideas, and who has a knack of asking questions like not exactly like how to do this, but why did that happen? Why is this approach? Why this approach has been taken? And eventually you ended up being one of the most irritated guy in the school and one of the most criticized guy among the teachers and the students as well in your classroom. For example, you scrapped a solution of a mathematics problem. You solved the problem using that solution, and after that, you went to the teacher to show your solution. And the teacher replied back to you that this solution is not given in the book. Either give me the textbook solution, or I am not going to evaluate your solution. Or if you went to some teacher with some question and they replied back to you, I am not here to answer your questions. Whereas the toppers or so-called well-performing students in your classroom, when they get to the teacher to ask questions, they always like get replied, appreciated for asking those questions and appreciated for their performance in the classroom. You thrive, you struggle, you try to prove yourself to you, not to anyone in the world, but to you. But eventually, you ended up being one of the guy who has been always criticized over the years and over the days, every day. People just like talks about you. They just don't like you. They just talks that you should not be with this guy. You should not be friend with this guy. This guy will ruin you. And you didn't even make any kind of friends in school. So yeah, it might feel frustrated, but will it like block you? Absolutely. Will it should you give up for this and stay as an average low-key student for this? Absolutely. Should you give up on your dreams for these things? Absolutely. This is the thing when Cristiano Ronaldo came live and I started idolizing him as my greatest of all time. Therefore, you know, when people get jealous the hell out of you, when you say something and you ended up proving that thing, that will just irritate some people so much that they will eventually start, pulling your legs so that you should not go at that level. And yeah, I mean, it's always with Cristiano Ronaldo, even with 5 Champions League, with 5 Ballon d'Ors, with those crazy performances in 2008-9 season, with the crazy historical performances in Real Madrid, with us eventually like one of the greatest clutches in Real Madrid, when he said something and proved that thing, winning those treble in the UEFA Champions League. Still, media is against you. Still, people are there to mock you, and still, people are there to put hate on you. That is what Cristiano Ronaldo is. That much how unstoppable Cristiano Ronaldo is. And that is why Cristiano Ronaldo influences the youth generation. He inspired the youths like me to go and take head on to the problems and the solutions. Now let's just get into the point that why I'm talking about all these things suddenly. So yes, it was 7th July today, and Portugal is out of the FIFA World Cup tournament, and this is most probably the last chance of Cristiano Ronaldo, and we might not see Cristiano Ronaldo playing for Portugal national team or playing for the FIFA World Cup anymore. I mean, eventually he is 41 years old, and we could not expect a 41 years old guy to give an outstanding performance out of nowhere. Like, even we know that that guy will have some physical constraint, he might not be as flexible as before, and all these things. But still, people are hating Cristiano Ronaldo, like for many reasons, for unknown reasons as well. But I am not here to defend Cristiano Ronaldo. I might fumble like because there are a lot of things I want to say, but I just don't get the connection. I cannot just build the chain like how to start one after another and after another. But I'm just trying to put the context here and after that getting into my analysis of entire things. So the thing is that Cristiano Ronaldo is just like Prince Vegeta. He was not eventually God gifted or talented, but he just proved himself through the hard work, through the determination he put in his life, through the disciplined life he maintained throughout the years. This is the reason Cristiano Ronaldo achieved this huge milestones. And even after that, he has been criticized and one of the most hated players in the sports, you know, in the history of sports, one of the most hated players, but as well as one of the most idealized players as well. I mean, yes, I know that the World Cup is not a 6-7 games tournament. He has said that, and yes, the entire Portugal team has failed to win the World Cup. But let me just get into a point. I am not here to defend Cristiano Ronaldo. I am not here to like bring up any comparison because I have never been a toxic football fan throughout my ages. Even if I say to you, I started watching football due to Neymar and Messi because they were so unstoppable in the Barcelona team. I eventually, like Barcelona at when I was like, 2004, I was born and it was like I was just like 9 years or 8 years of age. I saw Messi and Neymar playing, especially Neymar. And yeah, I eventually fall in love with football for that. But whenever I saw El Clasico, Real Madrid match, I watched this guy, Cristiano Ronaldo. And every time I watch that guy, he always utilizes those clutch moments, that aggression, that passion, that dedication he put in himself. It just made me to admire this guy at one. And I want to confess this to you, Cristiano Ronaldo, that even if you win the World Cup, even if you don't win the World Cup in any universe, any timeline, I am so proud of you, Cristiano Ronaldo. I am proud of myself that I have admired you, and I am a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. And in every universe, in every timeline, I will choose Cristiano Ronaldo. I know people are here to put hate on Cristiano Ronaldo because, like, yeah, they just think about that Cristiano is the problem. Cristiano cannot perform. But eventually, they are just ignoring that thing that this guy has given the performance for last 15 to 18 years. Eventually, about 20 years, this guy has been consistent for the national team, for the clubs, and he has proven himself multiple times that why he deserved that fame. I mean, no hate to anyone, but yeah, this is the thing. Like, sometimes people are so much toxic about Cristiano Ronaldo that they just don't tolerate his success. And at the age of 41, I mean, I just want to say one thing. When in 2022, the Argentine national team won the FIFA World Cup, you should have seen the team. They played for Messi. They were there to give everything for that guy. They were there to support that guy. Argentine national team was not carried by Messi. They were there to carry Messi. But in this Portugal national team, they expect that Cristiano Ronaldo will carry the national team, but none of the players were there to carry Cristiano Ronaldo. Even when they lost, when I see the final moments of the World Cup after getting 0-1 knockout by Spain, Cristiano Ronaldo was standing alone in the field. No player was there to console him, to be with him. He was just standing there alone. The I mean, your own teammates are just not with you. Like, how can you expect that you will win World Cup with this team? Yeah, I know it's okay. There are a lot of controversies, lot of things you will talk about, you will bash Ronaldo about, and I totally agree that there are some people who think Cristiano is just egoistic. Cristiano just like mocks everyone and all this thing. But let me just ask you one thing honestly. For example, you are trying your best to prove yourself. You are trying your best to like prove to the world that you worth something. You are not useless. But your parents, your loved ones keep compare yourself with some other guy. Like, look at this guy. He has achieved this things. Why can't you achieve? Your friends, the people around you start questioning you. Like, you have been taking coaching for this thing, but why can't you achieve? This guy did that without coaching. This guy did that with coaching. This guy is now earning this much, this much. I mean, when you are consistently compared with someone and consistently asked for the things that you are just, like you just don't deserve to be compared, but still people are there to compare. It will frustrate you. I mean, I know that you should not be angry, you should keep your head calm and cool and all this thing. But when the media is always against you and they are just always against the negative PR, you will eventually lose your mind sometime. And I am totally okay with it. There is no issue in that. And yeah, for that, people might hate Cristiano Ronaldo. There is no issue for this thing. Like, if you still think that this guy is nothing and this guy hasn't achieved anything, this guy has five Champions League, five Ballon d'Ors, a Serie A title, Premier League, Community Shield, and he also like carried the Portugal national team since 2006 to 2026. Even I'm not sure that even Portugal will be qualified for the next World Cup or not, because this guy is not playing anymore for the team. And this is only for this guy, Cristiano Ronaldo. I was supporting Portugal since, like 2018. I mean, in 2014, supported Brazil as I was really fond of Neymar at that time. But yeah, since that 2018, I'm just supporting Portugal due to this guy. And this guy will not be playing anymore for the Portugal national team, and I will not even support Portugal national team anymore. When the players aren't with my vote, I just don't want to support that kind of team. Even people will ask about that without Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal will play better. Let me just ask one of the question to you. For example, you belong from some society where nobody has achieved anything. You went up, you struggled, you like put your dedication, discipline, and ended up achieved something. You know what will you do? You will inspire a lot of people to follow your path. And that is what with Portugal. Before Cristiano Ronaldo, there was no big face in Portugal. If we talk about that 1930s or 1940s, I will not consider about that. Or even about the Luis Figo thing, I may consider, but not that much. But the way Cristiano Ronaldo influenced the Portugal national team, the entire Portugal nation, to prepare the players for the next generation, it is just immense. It is just like seeing Virat Kohli for Indian cricket team. Like you inspire people to be great. People trying to follow your path, your footsteps, and eventually because you achieve this thing, you become the hope of the people that you also can achieve this thing. And yeah, this is the thing. This is why I idolize Cristiano Ronaldo. He is my everyday inspiration. Whenever I feel down, whenever I feel mocked, whenever I feel like my legs have been pushed, this guy always tells me to remember that you must keep fighting, even if the world is against you. This is the thing I want to share at this point. Yes, Portugal national team is out of the World Cup, and this might be the last chance of Cristiano Ronaldo as well. But yes, whatever you do, you can hate him, you can beat him, you can bash him for anything. you just cannot ignore Cristiano Ronaldo because he is not someone who can. You can put immense hate on this guy. There is no issue. I am not going to defend. Like, even as a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, I'd like to admire something to you guys. Like, being a genuine football fan, I want to confess to this thing. Except El Clasico between Real Madrid and Barcelona, I have never hate watched any team, even Barcelona as well. This is true. I will never put on a jersey of Barcelona in my life, but it's also that I have an immense respect for that team as well. And this goes for same like Messi and Ronaldo. Like, I never hated Messi, as I've told before, that it was when I started watching football, it was all about Neymar and Messi, like how beautifully they played, how beautifully. But eventually when you start watching those highlights, those clutch moments of Cristiano Ronaldo, those physique, those disciplined lifestyle, you just fell in love. You just start to admire this guy more in your life. Because you can just, map this guy with your life when you are facing a lot of difficulties, like you aren't being recognized, you have been criticized for all the things, people don't want to be friends with you. When you are friends with someone, they just try to manipulate them that don't be with this guy or don't talk with this guy just like may ruin you. Like, parents talk to their children not to be with this guy, like this guy might be a bad influence in your life, and still, like, you don't ask question to the people and you still keep fighting, still keep exploring your ideas, still you have an faith that you may not suit in this closed room, but the life is bigger and you might eventually found your people in future. So yeah, this thing, I really mapped my life with Cristiano Ronaldo, and this is why I really love Cristiano Ronaldo and all this thing. And I have never been a toxic football fan. Like, I know that there are toxic Messi fans as well who will put and bash like Cristiano Ronaldo in this defeat. They might have hate watched for Portugal. And I also know that there are a lot of toxic Cristiano Ronaldo fans who will bash Messi in his, like when he was going through a low timeline, mostly in the 2018 to 2020 when he was not doing so great. But still, as a genuine football fan, I just know that how the people who are genuine here, they will never doubt Cristiano Ronaldo, as well as a Ronaldo fan. I have never doubted Lionel Messi. Yes, the about the goat debate, I also want to talk about this a lot. Like, yes, I admit that Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time. And I already locked that fact in my head, in my chest, when Lionel Messi goes up and put that hat trick in the net in 2026 World Cup in the age of 39. He just proved that, I mean, Argentine team is carried by Messi, as well as Messi is also carried by the Argentine team. The love for the people for Messi is just immense. The respect the guy has is just immense. It's just unmatchable. And I do respect a lot this guy. But I really feel sad about Cristiano Ronaldo when people just bash him. Like, even if you are not a toxic fan, you see people burning Cristiano's jersey. You see people bashing on him. You just see people like sending you, DMing you a lot of things when Portugal lose. So I think it's okay. You can do that thing. I am not going to judge you or anything like that. But yes, this is something I really wanted to confess to you, everyone. And at the end, I just want to say to you, Cristiano Ronaldo, thank you so much for everything you have given to me, to the people you have inspired, to the people, to the generation. to give a huge competition in this rivalry and to be consistent around 20 years. And I also admit that people will start mocking you when you give a like outclass performance for 15 to 20 years, and after that, for the age issue or for the physical constraint, you start performing a bit bad or maybe not up to the mark. People will start questioning. When you hit 60, 70 goals in each season and then suddenly it drops to 20, 30, people are going to mock you because they don't know that scoring 50 or 60 plus goals is not normal, but you just made it normal for the people. So yeah, just thank you, Cristiano Ronaldo. The things you have provided to this world football, to the world, to the generation, not as a sportsman, but as a way of living, to look up someone to like you, to admire you. Like it's just immense. And the influence of Cristiano Ronaldo is just immense. So that's all. In any timeline, in any lifetime, if I have to choose one player, it is. It will always be Cristiano Ronaldo. He will always be an idol for me. He will always be the top for me. And that is what exactly is. Thank you so much. And so